NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hurts throwing right away. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Now Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time. And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 27 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here we go. 158, 158 right. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Fields on 1st down.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Buying time to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 29 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Hurts will throw.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Fields. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 59 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. On first down, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Johnson now returning.
And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Flushed out right.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Evans.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go in the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know their perfection.
There he goes, left side.
DJ Moore,
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for that as this one continues to go. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Check 53 fly. Check 53 fly. Hey, keep it up.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Now he's hit on the reach, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
180.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
63.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Fields throw complete there to Moore.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore from 19 yards away.
And the Bears get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On first down, it's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
23 yards on the play.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Trim it. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice. And now
the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Stay loose.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go, son.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Herbert will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hurts.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check three.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Throwing is Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
You got a mini base. Watch.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Quick slant caught by Moore. The 20.
Now he's loose again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more.